Hi, loved ones, and welcome back to my channel where I am your girl, the hyphy healer, your favorite vibe stealer. Hey! So I'm not doing a tarot reading in this video. I'm just getting ready to do some tarot readings for you all. But I wanted to circle back around on the sisterhood experience, okay? And so this video is just updating the ones who wanted to know how my experience in sisterhood is, and I would love to hear how your journey is if you're doing it, right? So let's get into it because, I got my notes trying to be studious. That's what I do around here. All right. So what have I learned so far in my sisterhood journey? Now, for you who don't know, I was conscious in this year, starting in January, around sisterhood and collaboration, and being honest with women in the community around me wanting to have sisterhood, wanting to build sisterhood, and that I'm very new at it. Right? I don't have all the answers, and just to give space to correct me and have an open dialogue if the sisterhood ain't sisterhooding. All right. And so one of the things that I learned about sisterhood is that sisterhood shows up and manifests itself differently for everyone. Right? So for me, the type of sisterhood that I was looking for was one of growth, spiritual awareness, one of, financial gains, right? Whether that be we created a business together, a podcast, some social media or something like that. That was important to me. And one of family, right? Because, my family, my kids, I mess with them heavy. So sisterhood, and I needed those women to have sisterhood throughout their whole life, right? So I need to be able to look at it in different ways, not with just me, okay? And so the other thing that I've learned in sisterhood is that the concept of sisterhood should be manifested through that woman's life. Like I just reiterated and just said, I needed to see it throughout their life. Again, not with just me, because what I've noticed is the sisters who would just try to have sisterhood with one person, that wasn't really a sisterhood. That's a friendship, right? Sisterhood to me involves what that looks like to all women that I meet, whether they be gay, straight, able-bodied, black, white, yellow, green, spiritual, non-spiritual, married, non-married, binary, speak my language, don't speak my language. What that was the type of sisterhood that I wanted to, just bring into my life, is how do I be a sister to every woman, right? And so for me, I noticed that women who are really practicing sisterhood, they practice it through their whole life, right? So they practice it with their children, they practiced it with people in the community, they practiced it with their animals, right? And I'm one of those who I believe in communing with my animals. Fun fact about me, all of my animals are feminine bodies, so I practice sisterhood with my animals, with their plant moms out there. You know what I'm talking about. And so that's what I was looking for, and that's what I've noticed, is that women who were talking about sisterhood and really being conscious of sisterhood, it showed up in their everyday life with multiple people, places, and things. The third thing that I've noticed or I've learned about sisterhood in this short period of time of me, just going through the motions and talking to people and experiencing and actually being in it, is just because you're on the sisterhood journey doesn't mean other women are. Okay, so yay for you that you made it here. Yay for me that we made it here. It took us long enough, right? But you got to remember, just because you're in the spirit of sisterhood doesn't mean other people were. And so I had to remind myself of that, because I met some really dope women that I thought very highly of. I was highly impressed with, and I wanted to be in sisterhood with these women. I wanted to connect with them. I wanted to work with them and collab with them and create with them. But they weren't available for that. Not with me, at least. And I didn't take that personally. That was okay. I still am a fan, right? I still would love to collab, even if it's not, right now, and maybe they're not a fan of me, right? And I understand that too. Everything is not for everybody, and we all don't vibrate and are in the same vibration at the same time, and our focus is not the same, right? And so I give women grace. Like, just because I'm juiced and excited to be in sisterhood and practice it and work on it and redo it, doesn't mean that you're there, right? And so part of that for me, is being a sister, is one, giving them grace, because I don't know where they are at in their life, right? They could be dealing with an illness. They could be dealing with a mother, a family member that's ill, pregnancy, right? Women deal with so many things that you really have to give grace. And so that's what I learned, is that just because I'm juiced and ready to be in sisterhood and ready to practice it, doesn't mean other people are. And it doesn't mean I need to have an attitude with them or shade them or unfollow them, because I know, that's what some people do out here. It's just, it's okay. I'm going to see you on the flip side. And even if I don't see you on the flip side, I am so grateful that I got to know you this life in that short amount of time, that it's okay. You've made such an impact on me that it is okay we don't connect ever again in this life. Ashe? Amen, somebody. That's just me. That's just how I feel. And then the fourth thing that I found out, or I've learned about sisterhood, is that relationships, especially sisterhoods, they take a lot of energy, okay, to not only connect but to maintain. Because once you get into sisterhood, once you get into that space of knowing each other, then it's a maintenance, right? And people maintain their relationships differently. And so it was important for me to have women who, again, they were so involved in their lives, in the community. Their lives are so full that the fact that we get to talk every 2 weeks, we be happy, right? Every once a month we see each other, we just be over the top, sending each other, little here and there texts, I love you. We're very grateful for that. And so, again, it just takes a lot of, and I'm sure a lot of you already know this, because the sisterhood, y'all probably been on the sisterhood, but again, this is just where I'm at, what I've learned in my little short time of being conscious of being sisterhood, is that they take a lot of energy. And so because they take a lot of energy, you need to make sure you fill your cup. Most definitely. And because they take a lot of energy, what I've also learned is that your girl had to get in therapy for several reasons. I don't want to trouble up on my friends every time I talk to them. Okay. I want them to get some of the good stuff too. So I have a therapist for that, and she's a woman, right? And we are practicing sisterhood, but then I want to have an organic, real relationship with my friends, and I need to fill my cup, and therapy is one of the ways that I fill my cup. So that's basically what I've learned. So all I want to do is, in like my last little 2 minutes of this, is just give a shout out to a special sister shout out to all of the sisters that I've met throughout the way. And the first group of sisters that I want to give a shout out to are the sisters where we bonded and something happened, right? We're no longer bonded. And I want to give you ladies a special shout out, because I've learned so much from you. There is no hate for me. There is no animosity towards me. I understand, again, we all don't vibrate at the same, level and stuff like that. So I just want to give you ladies the first special shout out, sister shout out. Then I want to give the sisters a shout out, where we've bonded and we've made where we've met each other but we didn't bond. So the first group of sisters where I was telling you that maybe they weren't there yet, you still made a great impact on my life. You still inspired me to be super dope and show up in a more authentic way. So I want to give you a shout out. And then I got to give a special sister shout out to my homegirl queen, to Tori, Kita, Jupiter, the twins, Sanjay, Nai, Devana, and I cannot, last but definitely not least, my favorite sister of all, my daughter, J Boogie, right? She is the one who gets to practice and gets the most of my sisterhood. And so I just want to give a special sister thank you to all of you sisters in partaking in my sisterhood journey. I hope I had a big effect on you that you had on me. All right. Ciao.